से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. Everybody, let's all stand as we begin tonight with Arti. Put your hands together. And as we get set to welcome Mother in our prayer, at a very personal level, say your prayers. Mom, may you please accept me tonight as we gather to offer our adoration, to listen, to learn. May you please bless me with my desire in my life, in my marriage, in my home, in my family, in my job. May you please help me. It's a funny thing, help. I want help, I need help. But sometimes we're helpless. I don't know how to help myself. And we go looking for help. And depending on who is there to guide, depending on who gives the advice, sometimes the help could be helpful or it makes us more helpless. Ma, tonight as we get ready to listen to a discourse where somebody is in trouble, the person is having a lot of hardships in their life, and someone is going to guide them. Tonight as we listen to this example and we get the blessings of doing so, please manifest. Last time we talked about Jago. May you awaken me, may you, Mother, may you come alive within me and allow me to realize how much deficiency exists within myself and help me to walk closer to you. Let's all pray together. Sajam cha varti sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timirapaham. O suno meri Devi Parvatavasini, Tera paran paya, Tera paran paya. Suno meri Devi Parvatavasini,
Tera paran paya, Tera paran paya.
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल,
ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया,
ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया।
हो सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी,
तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे,
सुआ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे,
केसर तिलक लगाया,
केसर तिलक लगाया।
हो सुनो मेरी देवी
पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे,
ब्रह्मा वीर बने तेरे द्वारे।
शंकर ध्यान लगाया,
शंकर ध्यान लगाया।
सुनो मेरी देवी, everybody let's sing together.
पर्वतवासिनी, तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी,
तेरा पारन पाया, तेरा पारन पाया।
दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ,
दुर्गे दुर्गे
Let's chant together, everybody.
Durge Jai Jai Ma, Kali Kapalini Ma,
Kali Kapalini Ma,
Jagadodayini Ma,
Jagadodhari Ma,
Mahambe Jai Jai Ma,
Mahambe Jai Jai Ma,
Mahashakti Jai Jai Ma,
Mahashakti Jai Jai Ma,
Durge 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 Jai Jai Ma, Durge Durge Durge
Jai Jai Ma,
Karuna Sagar Ma,
Karuna Sagar Ma,
Kali Kapalini Ma,
Kali Kapalini Ma,
Jagadodayini Ma,
Jagadodharini Ma,
Mahambe Jai Jai Ma,
Mahambe Jai Jai Ma,
Mahakali Jai Jai Ma,
Mahakali Jai Jai Ma. Everybody.
Durge 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 Jai Jai Ma, Durge 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 Jai Jai Ma, Durge Ma Durge Durge Jai Jai Ma, Durge Ma Durge Durge Jai Jai Ma.
Durge, 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 Jai Jai Ma. Mother, may you accept our prayer tonight as we get set to listen to your discourse. Give me the ability to listen. Give me the ability to remember. Om Gajananam
Bhutaganaadisevitam
Kapeta Jumbo
Alacharabhakshritam
Umasutam Sho
Avinashatarakam
Namami Viganeshwara
Alpankajam
Sarvamangalamangaliye
Shive Sarvardhasalike
Sharanye
Trayambike Gauri
Narayani
Namostute
Gurur Brahma
Gurur Vishnu
Gurur Devo
Maheshwara
Gurur Sakshat
Param Brahma
Tasmai Shri
Guruve Namaha
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Prem Solomapati Mahadeva ki Jai. Devotees, please take your seat. Make yourself comfortable. Tonight we join in our last session. These 3 nights have come and gone so quickly. For the past few nights, we've been talking about the now Raatri Vrat. How to do it. In doing it, to understand what is to be done, what is not to be done. Many people know of Durga Mata. To recap, I've heard those discourses. I've heard how Surya Narayana Swami, when they made her, Surya, they wanted to win over mother. So Surya says, Ma, please accept this gift from me. When you see your Murti home and you see that beautiful red sari she's wearing, Durga Mata gets that sari from Surya. Each one of them come and adorn their mother. You know it well. When you get mommy vexed, we have to calm she down. So the children implore all forms of mama guy. Humble now. Nobody is powerful. Nobody is in charge of this and that. In front of Adi Shakti, everybody's her child. And we talked about how they use the Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. Mother, you are in charge of sleep. You are in charge of fate. Fate is such a funny thing. I cannot give you fate. I could try to inspire you. A parent could wish, if I buff you enough, that will be inspiration. You will get up and start off a dar. You will start off a prasad. I want to do more prayer. Mommy said to do it. When you're small, that works. Your mother offering prayers, you will offer prayers. We spoke about chapter 1 in Bhagavad Gita. He says, when the women in the home, in the society, they fall short, and children, the home goes wayward, then you are in Kali Yuga. But when that lady stands firm in Dharma, what is to be done, what is not to be done, she stands in the right and she brings her home into righteousness, then you are living in good experience, sattvic experience, etc. Mother is in charge of the element fire. We talked about when she's sitting on your eyelid and she tells you when to blink. She sits in the stomach. Baba, I didn't know in the funeral when they're resting down the box they just take out the fire element. There's no fire inside of me until the day you get hungry, for example. And then my stomach starts to burn. Mother is saying, in other words, child, time to eat, time to sleep. And she pokes you, nudging you, do this, do that, do the other. And when your life leaves the body, mother is still within the body. And when on the funeral day, they say, Ma Durga, it's time to burn this body, please come out. When you see the rest down the box the third time, please come out. We utilize this lady in so many different places. When you go and you see a TK in your bamboo, you have Durga Puja and you wash the bamboo. Remember what you do. You put your 5 tikka, the 5 element. Please stand here and bring life into this bamboo rod. First Ganesh, second Shiva, third is Durga. Mother, in that element, stand here and give this Jandi the life. That the energy that this flag is represented in my property, that solution to the problem, let that imbibe my home, protect my home. It then has Shakti, then has the power. But if, after all this conversation, we talk about the good, the bad, the person doesn't have the faith in the prayer, then it's going to be missing. Think what I say. If I did prayer only because my mother tell me to do the prayer, it is the norm, so I follow fashion. Compare that now to the person maybe senior in age. Think in this example, when the mother is, before she's a mother, before she's married and she's just in daddy's house and she's a girl, if she likes pepper, that is all she knows. I love pepper. Think what I'm saying about each person here, man or woman. I know what I like. And then life changes and experience change. You get a spouse. And then you realize, maybe my spouse don't like so much of pepper. I go learn to eat like he or she, less pepper. And you find joy in that. You, the person who love pepper so much. He can't eat lime pepper, Baba. I don't eat it. How I go eat it and he can't eat it? And in cooking this different style now, I am happy to make it for him. Same person. No child yet. You know yourself, you know your husband, you're young, you're happy. The baby come. And a different understanding, a different experience. This child don't eat pumpkin. Jenna looked like she didn't like pumpkin. She didn't like baigan. She didn't like this, that, and the other. When you like pumpkin, how did daddy go eat the pumpkin? We don't eat pumpkin in this house now, Pandit. Because you're doing whatever you have to do now to make this person happy. where we was talking a lot about last night. The grandchild now. I remember when my mother was living. I just tell everybody, I not fat. This swelling is from all the licks I used to get. I remember this lady used to be very strict and very, you couldn't play. But then, you see this little boy here? 2 o'clock in the morning. Nani, you can make a dal puri for me. 2 o'clock in the morning, my mother getting up and making dal puri and anything else he want. For all the grandparents here, you could explain that for me? How you come so soft? How the rules now, the same mistake this grandchild make. Yes, see how nice and cute this child is. They curse for the first time. Oh, look. And the same thing that you say, eat you as a parent, now your demeanor change. And with that change, your prayer change too. Go back to when you was by yourself, no married yet. When you pray for yourself. You get married, you start to pray for somebody else. You start to understand the person. I could stand up and watch prayer so and you say, oh, she twists her face. She want to go home. I went to school to learn maths. I said that last night. Where you went to learn to understand your spouse? Where did you go to understand this person happy? You see how to twist it? You see that child, like child want to bathe. I went to prayer so much time. Only like this child crying, this child want to pick up. No, Baba, you see that cry? The child hungry. Who teach the mother that? How you get all of this knowledge? Durga Mata, in the example, last time we were talking about the picker with the mother breast for the milk to flow. Mother gives, she's the one who hits the switch. Time for the milk to flow. And then one day she'll decide, stop the milk. Nobody could control her. We could try. We could pray. Not everybody have the blessing to feed the milk. And that's significant. Because that is why the boy just have to go and shave his head the morning for the funeral. To pay back mommy for that milk. There's something you inherit there that has value. Then the son has to now repay that debt. Ma, from your body come my body. Girl are going to lift and strain today to take you from where you are, where we're doing the funeral, to where you have to go. Ma, pay you back for that milk. For that debt to pay, that lady have to have good karma to be able to nourish this child. We take it for granted. But now, imagine for the ladies here, whoever had this experience. I hear about it, I don't know. The first time you leave your baby home and you're going at a distance and milk start to run from your body now. How you do that? My mother told me one day, she tell my father, hey, like something wrong, boy. We outside, milk running, he must be crying home. A different problem. Who teach you that? So much of teaching and learning, and with it, trouble coming every step of the way. Again, Eric, again, Butchet, again, colic, again, I using myself. Every problem you could imagine. This poor mother and father can't focus on themselves because you can't pray for yourself now. Now Raatri, Shivratri, everything coming. Who you praying for? All my effort, every flowers on the plant. Oh God, help this child. Oh God, help this child. Oh Lord, help this child. They get big, they get married, and you're still praying. Help them, help them, help them. They get grandchildren. And somehow, for the grandparents here, the children never know how to raise their own children. You ever come across that? You pray now for them. Oh God, let them learn to love this child a little more now. Let them be a little more responsible now. Somehow, as life and experience taking you, according to Sanatan Dharma, your prayer evolving. You are changing. Experience is coming. And you, as you evolve, your prayer evolve. The things you pray for, think what I'm saying. Would a 5-year-old and a 50-year-old say the same prayer? No. One praying to play, one praying for mortgage. God bless me the day I could close off that mortgage. Give me health. In this evolution, the person has to learn about mother. Tonight, a person has problems, trouble, and he does not know how to help himself. We are about to listen to another discourse dealing with now Raatri. Put your hands together as we do the Sibiran now, as we ask Mother for her choices, blessing. This is the last time we'll sing this for this Yagya, for this now Raatri. Tonight is the 6th night. Tonight is the night when all the girls that are pregnant, they're fasting to do Shashti Vrat. So much is happening today. For the people that have skin problems, they're fasting today. We'll talk about that. Mother, please accept my prayer and bless me. Gauri Shambhu Gira Guru Govinda Ganapati Gang Sumire Vyas Bhash Karta Sumire Vyas Bhash Karta Devi Katha Prasann Jasu Neha Mati Mati Vishaya Stitita Jo Jagamat Matina Lekat Jahi Rupa Ko Mati Prirak Dhyan Sakala Nigama Ut Samani Rile Ka Jagwan Madhu Bhavani Ke Charana Namo Nama Sukhakan Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Matri Rupena Samsita Namastasye. Everybody. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasye.
Namastasye, Namastasye, Namo Namah.
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shraddha Rupena Samstita Namastasye, 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 Namo Namah. Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Mother, in many places, faith is given by the grace of God. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says that he allows the person the ability to see. When you close your eye and you can see a Devta, I give you that ability. Not everybody have that. Not everybody has the time management. I want to do this prayer. I want to put aside these funds. I want to pick flowers and carry it for the murti. Not everybody has that. But when the person has earned through karma, the right, the opportunity is theirs to gain this blessing by doing her worship, I give that. In Devi Bhagwat, Mother says that I support the person. I support the person by giving them the blessing of faith. That when testing moments come, when hardship come, when difficulty come, I will be there within them. Not a physical murti on a lion or a tiger to frighten anybody, but the voice, the chit inside the person. Say Om Namah Shivaya now. Say Om Namah Shivaya. Think about God now. Pray now. Say prayers now. You're getting a nightmare, say prayers. In your sleep, the mantra comes to you. The accident, the car is coming. You are in the waiting room in the doctor office and you don't know what news is coming. Say your prayers now. Something will guide you. She says, I do that. That is me working, giving the person the nudge that this has to be done. This is the appropriate thing to do. I give the person that faith because it is very easy when you are in a testing situation to say, I wonder if that little mantra, that little prayer, that could help my big problem. But then something inside of you, whether it is life experience, when you're in your 20s, 30s, and different obstacle came. And I didn't know. At one point, I didn't know about prayers. I didn't know about mantra. I didn't know about puja. I didn't know about those things. Maybe my father, maybe my father-in-law, somebody tell me, do that prayer. And I did it. And you know what? It worked. It helped. That fasting helped. I saw it manifest in my life. And I could testify and tell you, do it. It works. that faith, that belief, that mechanism that when you are in trouble, without a second thought, without somebody telling you what to do, it comes. That is the goddess working inside of you. We call it in English faith. Don't check faith when things are happy and good. Ask yourself the day you get into a little altercation with the car. Curse words come to your mouth or prayers come to your mouth? What comes to your mind first? I wonder if those people are okay. Some people not there yet. They're ready to cuss, quarrel, chop, kill. And then when they settle down, then they might say, yes, it's true. Nobody are dead, it's true. Thank God for that. When level heads come. But some people inside of the worst moment. Imagine our text say, the cloth which are Hawe. We talk about the flag just now, the Jandi. In every prayer you see people giving a towel, a wash rag, some cotton. Gurpran says, when that cotton is given, karma, how I give is so I get. The person is given this cotton saying that when, if death, as bad as death, and my soul is jumping out of the body, and I don't, out of fear, out of anguish, I don't have the mind or the karma to say, Lord Shiva, save me. Lord Krishna, help me. Dear God, help me. I don't have the stability to do it. Today I am very calm and very happy. And I'm saying, look, it's like an investment. I'm putting it now. I'm giving you this now. You see, the day I'm in trouble in the future, don't wait for me to call you. Before I die, before trouble take me, before the car hit, you come quick and just pull my hand. Do something to save me. In the example of an accident, how many times you see the wreckage and you wonder, them people live? How many times people is teach you to drive, nobody is teach you how to swerve and save yourself, because the road different, the incident different, the car different, but somehow your hand is save you. Crisis management happens so quick that the person is able to grab the fire extinguisher out the stove, pull back the person from the car accident. Something going to save you. When next you have your prayers going on and you're there with your Baba and you're holding that little piece of cloth, understand why in all prayers, dear God, today I'm happy and I'm telling you, in case, let me just say from this Narad to next Narad, it have a detrimental, unguarded moment and trouble coming for me. I put it in charge from now. And you take care of me. How I give is so I get. How I give is so I get. But if the person understand what they're doing, if they know what they're doing, they will do it. 10 to 1, they will do it. But if I don't know what I'm doing, how will I have faith in it? I don't understand it. All I know, the Baba said, put red powder, so I put it. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it will yield. I see they put in cotton. I see mommy them is to offer sari and towel and different things. I don't know what it's for, but I'm doing. When the problem with that is you're still going to get some blessing. The problem is when you sit with your God and you're talking, what do you talk about? What is your prayer like? If I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know the value of these things, then I'm going to end up in trouble. Tonight, Janbi Jai begins there. He says, after we talked last night and you hear all about like things like the bail tree, and now you understand the value of that bail leaf, the rules for it. The rules for the right person. The person must be able, the little girl must be able to lift her hand and bless you. The right people must be worshipped. The right offerings must be given, such as good bay leaf. Just simple, good bay leaf. The fruits must have plenty seed. The coconut must still have the covering so it's fertile. All this we've discussed. Janbi Jai says, Guruji, tell me, you want me to do this prayer? Tell me who did it. Tell me who was somebody who did it and what were they able to overcome. Let's enter here, where he starts to talk about Sita Mata. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Bol.
जग जननी पुरा दुख ये आयतम रावणा कल्य हे ब्राति ये आयतम किं करोति यहे सौम ये आयतम मनोरमायते जीवन जीवायते राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
जय जय राधा रमन जय जय राधा रमन जय जय राधा रमन जय जय राधा रमन
जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल जय जय राधा रमन हरि बोल
प्रेम से बोलो आदि शक्ति माता की जय. He says, Janvijay, you have to understand how destiny works. Mother allows good and bad to play in a person's life. She goes in a person's life. The same God, please remember, the Hindu doesn't have the devil. In our concept, there is no person represented bad things. The devil is a busy man. And good things come from God. Everything comes from God. Depending on your karma, your existence is going to be happy or not happy. Janvijay, mother is in charge of destiny. And depending on the lesson that has to be learned by her child, she will weave things to happen so that the person is brought closer to her. And if they are not coming closer, they want to be a rakshas, a demonic person, no problem, they will have to born again in the sansar and come again. Go through hardship, go through difficulty. But mother is the person who is watching the activity of a person, good or bad, genuine or not, and then rewards the person depending on the activity. Many people, oh Janvijay, remember this is when Krishna is walking youth. Sri Ram was the yug before. He says, do you remember the katha of Sri Ram and Mother Sita? In this age, plenty people forget why Sita Mata had to be abducted by Ravan. For the person that does not understand what is happening there, if you are Vishnu, how could you allow your wife to be kidnapped? If you are the all-pervading Mahavishnu, the verse says here, if you are the one who is called Mastya, if you are Kurma, if you are all these different incarnations, how it is you couldn't protect Janani Mata, Sita Mata? Vyas Muni says, in order to understand this, you have to understand what went on before she was Sita. In the previous Janam, she is Vedvati. She's a daughter to a great Pandit. And I'm summarizing for time. And she was preparing for her prayer. This is the type of person that no man would touch. She is living that Swamini kind of lifestyle. She's not giving herself to marriage. And she's practicing that prayer, that devout type of prayer. And Ravan in his single days, in his young man days comes. He's looking for the most beautiful girl, the most appropriate person to get married to. Vedvati, he's watching at a distance, and like a predator, he's watching, and then he went close to her. I realize you have no husband. I realize you have nobody to protect you. Please become mine, and I'll protect you. I am the great king. I have this, that, and the other. She says, I don't need your protection. I am a woman. And the Durga is inside of me, and she's very much awake. Move from here. I'm preparing for my prayers. You unrighteous, lusty man. Go from here. I am in a different modus. Don't allow me, because of the purity of my prayer, don't allow me to put strap on you. I am not of that. I do not want to have a consort. I don't want to get married. I am letting you know where I stand. Respect my boundary and go. And when she walked off on him, This person couldn't take no for an answer. So Ravan grabs hold of the hair as she's walking this way. The hair flowing in the breeze, he grabbed the hair and pulls it. And right there, because of his touch, she says, I am going to give up this form. I am going by my energy, by my prayer. Just as in Ravan Samhita, there's mantras where the person says the prayer. Imagine how you could rub your hand so and from nothing get your hand warm. The further to that is when the person is doing this and they could create fire. In our dharma, when you have yagya, it have fire that comes from the match. But that is an example of something assisting. The sulfur is something unnatural. And that is called rajasic fire. Sattvic fire is when the person is making it natural, like friction. So if they take a piece of stick or something or two stone, when they have yagna and they strike it like that and it catch the fire naturally, that is pure or sattvic fire. This girl had this ability. She had the mantra siddhi, that the prayer is so alive and charged that if she said it, the fire would light. And she lit the fire and she says, before I enter into this fire, I promise you that I am going to be reborn. But I will not come from the womb. I will be born pure, not from the touch of man and woman. I am going to come and I will manifest. And when you touch me next, it will mark an end to your lineage. I will destroy you. I will destroy every son you have. I will destroy all your grandchildren. I will destroy your entire line because you transgressed my boundary and you touched me today. The entire of Ramayana, whilst we hear Sri Ram comes to destroy the death of Ravan, that death certificate is started when he touches Sita. When he goes and he pulls her from the kutia, when he crosses that line in the guise of the Brahman, that is when he really dies. Jan Vijay, this is the reason Sita Mata had to come. And because now of this is why she had to be allowed to be taken captive. For people like Jatayu to get Ashirvad, for people like Shabri, all the people that Sri Ram has to meet, all the devotees, in order for him to walk there, this girl has to become kidnapped now. There was a reason, but not many people understand the reason behind the Leela. But there is more to it. Please understand that the answer you are looking for comes from that same discourse taken from the lips of Narad Muni. Let's hear what happens. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam. Everybody, let's sing together. We're going to finish just now. Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
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 Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Janaka Janaka Puriyatam Mithale Mithale Harivanshat Ravan Devi Ye Ato Sukh Bharani Seva Ye Ati Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jai Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jai Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
When great souls like Janak pray, the father of Sita Mata, when great people like him pray, people follow. Dashrath had to do yagya to get Sri Ram. He has to beg. He has to suffer. He has to lose his child. He didn't have the burden to have children. He does pray, gets the children, but has to give up the child. He loses his son. And because the loss of the son, he grieves, and he dies. But Janak dies one day. But even in Gita, you don't hear about Dashrath, but you hear the name Raja Janak. Janak is so pure and powerful that the Devi has to come to dance in his home. That when, according to the Leela, there are different reasons she was found in the earth. But when the Pandit told him to plow the land, that the answer is going to come. When they were plowing the earth, Janak is able to see Mother in a great chest. They open the chest. Baby waking under the earth. What a strange phenomenon. He lifts the baby and they tell him that you take care of her. Look, she came with the bow of Shiva. Yagva Swarupaya Jatadharaya Pinak. That Pinak bow that Shiva gives to Arjun came with Sita. Sita is then playing with the bow as she's growing. But who gets the Vardhan? The father. Janak gets to see the Devi dance in his house. He cannot lift the bow, but his little girl could lift the bow. So blessed is his home. So blessed that when she came, the goddess is dancing in the city. Mithila and all the people are healthy, happy. Nobody gets psoriasis, leprosy, no disease. Nothing is spreading. This little girl is manifested there, and she brings this joy, this stage that is bringing happiness. Jan Vijay, but that father doesn't know hardship and struggle is coming for her. Test is coming for her. But the father prays to Mangala Gauri, different forms of Durga. Please protect my child. Please protect my child. Please protect my child. Let's hear what happens. Punna punna ye nijayati janaka kala ye atam nahusha ye pativratiyatam Shrapa yena ravanatam Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. In this girl life, although she's the reincarnation of that goddess, the fate, the destiny, she has to enact this Leela so that the unrighteous could be brought into balance. Punishment. For some, Ravan, Meghnad, his son, his family, they have to be destroyed. And for some, Kevat, other people, they have to get blessing. But it is all because of Sita Mata. Janak doesn't see the trouble coming, but he has sense to pray. And he teaches his daughter what is right, what is wrong. The father is not a friend. The father teaches his girl child to be strong, not weak. He teaches his girl child how to stand up, how to be strong, to hold, to stand firm. When Sita Mata, remember, Dashrath gives Sri Ram the banishment. He didn't talk to Lakshman, he didn't talk to Sita. He does not want Sita to go. He says her foot is so soft in Ramayana. Where will she go in thorns and stone? I am not asking for her to go into the forest. And she, because of the teachings of her father, she says, my place is next to my husband. If hardship be his, that is my hardship, that is my karma, that is my existence. There is nothing that he will entertain and undergo that I will not entertain and undergo. When he is in pain, I will feel the pain. When he has burden, I will tote the burden. So Sita Mata stands with him when she's going in the forest. She takes off all the gold, all the jewel, all of that. But who is the person who gives her that? That teaching came from the parent. That teaching came from a very, very straightforward father. That father taught her how to think, how to behave, how to act. That when hard days, when bad days, not only good days to dress up and look nice, but the days when the money is short and you don't have the best, live, survive, work hard, build. One day you'll have the better. Appreciate when you have little, and when you have lot, appreciate that too. Don't let it go to your head. That is the benefit. A father will teach you one way and a mother will teach you a different way, but never the same. The perspective has to be different. When Sita allows, when she hugs her father in the Ashwamedha, when she's getting married in the Swayambar, and she holds on to her father, she doesn't touch his foot because he worshipped her as Lakshmi now. You are going like a goddess. But she held on to the father. It says the father fulfills his ritual. Last time we talked about the first step is when he watched the girl child in his eyes and he makes her into a goddess. He makes her strong. But now I'm getting ready to take you from my surname and I'm giving you into somebody else's surname. But I'm giving you with so much knowledge, training. Not one day will they ridicule you. Not one day you will be weak or deficient. I make you, I train you, and you will be the best. That is the day the father gets the blessing. That is where the father, imagine you have a son porting. In order for you to get blessing, the son, you have to die first. Then he go shave head to pay back for milk. Then he go off a pinda and all kind of thing. Poor thing. But a daughter gives you the salvation while you're living. That daughter, when she takes the training from the father now, God bless, and she goes to make her life, she could get married to the worst husband. You know, some girl turn stupid. And it is watch Copper and say, ooh, daddy, he nice. And he turns out to be a beast. But the girl now with ferocious training, remember, she father was not friend. The father teach you how to stand firm for what is right. And she straightens her home. She fights, no argument, you fight. Fight for what is right. Fight to keep your marriage. Fight for your home. Fight for your family. Fight for the right. And when one day the in-laws have to say, wow, who teach that girl boy? From how to cook, how to clean, how to dress, how to do it. Who make that girl? Oh, my father teach me that. My mother teach me that. But somehow the father for a girl child is get all the blessings. The father is the one who make. The mother didn't do nothing. The mother didn't give nothing. Hard luck. Janki Devi is the daughter. She's called Janki because she's the daughter of Janak. Do you even know the mother of Sita Mata? We know the name Janak. We hear it in Ramayana, we hear it in Gita. But what is Sita Mata mother name? I don't even know. And I just be arting the lady and I don't even know she name. But Janak, so come Janki, the daughter of Janak. Because of all the training this father give the girl becomes powerful and dangerous for unrighteous people. When she's kidnapped or Janbijay, Jatayu is the first person that Sri Ram goes to save. Imagine Dashrath is so sinful. You pray for a son, you get his son, you have him. Time you pass away now. Your corpse lie down on the ground, but no son to come and offer pinda. Dashrath didn't have the blessing for Sri Ram to light the fire, to take out the pinda, the tarpan, the anteshti sanskar. Sri Ram didn't do it. But Jatayu, not even human now, bird. Sri Ram himself does the entire anteshti sanskar for that bird. He comes to save his devotee. He says Sri Ram is bawling, wailing, Sugriv, Bali, all this is happening as he's going. And Lakshman wants to know, why are you crying so? He says, I'm playing the part. I am lost and I have to find my way. Somebody has to help me. And Janbijay, when he was saying this, Narad Muni, who put him in that position? Narad Muni, the one who is be going Narayan in all your show. The one who loves Lord Vishnu the most, caused Lord Vishnu to cry. You know what I'm talking about? You ever hear this part? Follow me. Think what's in the devotee manipulate the situation that makes Sri Ram cry. Remember what we don't say here. Jagajanani gamyati Daraye janani ye yati Narad shrapye ye yato Bhushan ye bhaksh ye yato Jaya Bhole Baba tab sharanam
Jaya Bhole Baba tab sharanam Jaya Bhole Baba tab sharanam Jaya Bhole Baba tab sharanam
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva tab sharanam
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva tab sharanam.
Janbijay says, so why did he have to cry? Why is he bawling in the forest? Why is he going and squealing and Lakshman is lost? Lakshman who is Sheshnag, incarnate. Lakshman cannot help his brother. Why does he have to enact this? He didn't do it in Krishna Avatar. He didn't do it when he was nursing. He didn't do that. Why in Ram Avatar? It is as if he's suffering. Janbijay, it had to do with Narad's mouth. In the early part of Bhagwat, in this it recaps it. Narad Muni says, I am the best devotee. I could do the best prayers. Oh Lord Vishnu, I am your best. They were talking in Vaikunth, where Lord Vishnu is lying on the snake. He said, you're the best. You wouldn't jib, you wouldn't forget me, you wouldn't forsake me, you wouldn't get distracted. He said, let me put it at test. He said, there's a devotee on earth, a young girl, and she wants to get married. Go and test her. Go and see if that girl is fitting. But that girl had the mantra, like what we was talking about. She knew prayer, that when somebody sees the face, they get enraptured. With amorous, with feelings, love, she wants to get married. So she knows the prayer. Manorama Dehi Dehi, the person wants to get married, please God, in Lakshmi form, send me the husband. Send me a husband. Let the person see me and want to marry me. But Narad Muni goes, and Narad Muni, the Brahman, the Swami, he wears orange. He does not want wife. He only wants Lord Vishnu. That's his prayer. But when he went, he fall prey now to the mantra of the guild. And he fall in love. He fall with full lust. Fall in love, and he went to sing for Shipatra and tell her that you have to marry a prayerful person, and I'm the best person to marry you. And they start to arrange now. He run back by Lord Vishnu. This is a long katha summarizing here for you. Goes back by Lord Vishnu and he says, I need you to give me a wonderful demeanor. I am going to get married. I'm going to ask this girl when she comes out of the hall and she sees all the princes. I want her to see my face. She must look at me and she must fall in love. She must see me and be full with so much laughter and joy that I must get what I want, which is her hand in marriage. But Lord Vishnu doesn't want his devotee to fall. Lord Vishnu does not want his devotee to go astray. So he transforms Narad to look like a monkey. The face, the features. In science, there is a missing link between the monkey and the Homo sapien. Something called Homo erectus. We in our Dharma call it Vanar. Upright, the back is straight, the spinal column is formed, but the jaw is extended. It is the first form that develops the thumb. If you look at the monkey, they cannot hold the mukdar. People think where's the big fuss about the mukdar? There are forms that don't have this thumb. This thumb is what allows him to hold on to the weapon, to swing it. This represents the development, the evolution of the Homo's clan, or what will become human. Hanuman is that form. But how come, in many discourses, how come Mahavishnu had to depend on a whole army of monkeys? Why? Why he was so helpless? When Narad went to the Swayambar, and just like we sit down in a little communal group, imagine the Dulahin to be walking up and she has to choose. I like you, I want to marry you, or whatsoever. She has all the power to choose who she wants to marry. And Narad Muni, full of pride, he thinks, Lord Vishnu bless me, she's going to see me, and she's going to fall in love, and I'm going to get married with the prettiest girl. And when she saw him, she laughed, she did laugh, she did feel. What kind of ugly, half human, half monkey with your teeth extending out of your mouth? What kind of stupidness? I go married you, and ridiculed the individual. Brought him shame, not just smile. Think about it. If somebody smile, me sure you're smiling for. But if somebody embarrass you, if somebody insult you, you so ugly, and you will come to marry me? Something wrong with you. Narad Muni felt bad. He felt hurt. His faith in his God, his love for Lord Vishnu was tested now. He runs back angry to see the girl married somebody else. Runs back to Lord Vishnu. You caused this. You play me for a fool. Look at my face. I'm a monkey. And you caused me to lose that girl. I loved her. He says, Narad, wake up. You get a little tired up. You get a little lost. You're in a dream. You told me you couldn't get distracted. Where are you now? Say, I don't want to hear about distraction. I put a strap on you, oh Lord Vishnu. You see, just like how I lost my wife to be, the person I loved, the person I had all this hope. Very soon, one day you will born, and very soon in your marriage you will have to lose that wife. And you see the tears and the anguish that I am going through now. You will have to walk that road, and you will walk from place to place, and you will cry. You will be full of this misery. You will understand full strength what I am feeling. Mahavishnu take it. He says, I accept your strap. What strap? What again, Narad? He says, you see, you make me look like a monkey? Go and be helpless and be dependent on the Vanar, on the monkey looking like human. Go and depend on them. Wait helplessly in the forest. When he goes and he has to get vexed with Sugriv, when Lakshman gets vexed with him, he begs Sugriv, come and help me. I had to find my wife. Help me, please. For 4 months he lived in that forest. And he couldn't do nothing. He couldn't go in the kingdom. He couldn't talk to his friend. He couldn't do anything. Mahavishnu was helpless. In this time now, because of this trap, the Leela is plain. And that same Narad Muni came to look for him. The same person who gave him the trap hears that he's bawling in the forest. And he come to look for him. Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Pujan Ye Navratri Vrat Kripaya Devi Bhavani Tam Uvach Ye Yagya Phalyate Munina Hariha Ye Yato Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Bhole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Bole Baba Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam.
Jaya Samba Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam. Prem Sabalo Mahapati Mahadeva Ki Jai. If it were me and you, maybe we'd hold a grudge against Narad. But look at the example. Sri Ram, playing the part, washes the feet of Narad Muni. He says, Pandit, Muni, son of Brahma, please help me. Please guide me. Narad Muni says, you are Vishnu incarnate. You are the great grandson of Aj. Why are you who come from Raghu, that's his grandfather, why are you so lost in pain and tears? What are you doing? And he explains all that had happened with Janki. Says, Ravan took her, Jatayu told me, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get her back. Narad Muni says, let me give you some good advice. From age to age, a person is going to be reborn until they learn this lesson. That when hardship and difficult moments come in a person's life, O Sri Ram, when a person wants to come out of that cycle of pain, happiness, sadness, happiness, sadness, happiness, sadness, and they want to overcome now in this life, we're not talking about one day when we die and we move on. No, we're talking about now. I have trouble now. What to do now? This guy, his wife is missing. His father just died. He is grieving and he cannot get a chance to grieve. Wife missing now. Trouble coming. He's surrounded by loss. He's surrounded by all forms of separation. In this havoc, in this chaos, he is lost and he's confused. Narad Muni says, first of all, you know where she is. Janani, is at the foot of an Ashoka tree in the city of Lanka. She's guarded by all forms of demons. But Indra takes milk from Kamdenu for her. She subsides only on that. She remains with her mind on you, and every day she prays, thinking only of you. Mother is okay. In this way, take heart, settle yourself. You cannot do any vrat, any puja, any method and be so emotional, so angry, so grudging. How will your prayers work? Follow me. If I go to sit down to pray, I could have the best parsad in my hand, but my mind studying, see where prayer do. Before I pray about myself or my problem, I'm praying to God about another person. My focus is what the neighbor do, what this one do, what that one say, and then you're praying on that. But in your life, in this case where Sita Mata is missing, may I talk to Mother about Sita Mata yet? You look like you are doing prayers. You look dressed, parsad. You look flag. We talk about flag. You look like you have this linkage with Mother. But if you get internal and you look at yourself and you see the content of your prayer, then that is, according to Gita, that's not sattvic prayer. Then you are lost because of all the different hurtful things that you are holding inside of you, or different things that are happy, different things that are distracting you up and down. One day you're happy, one day you're sad. One day the baby born, you're very happy. The day the child get Eric, you're sad. And up and down, you're like this. And what the prayer is saying, inside are good and bad, try to remain neutral so that you could try and remain neutral in your prayer. He says, you have to take a little solace first. And now I'm going to guide you about this thing called now Raatri Vrat. In order to win many battles, Ravan worships the goddess. His secret formula is worship Shiva for power. Get all the weapons from Mahadev. But when he goes to the goddess, she opens the door for him. Nobody can stop him because of her blessings. If you listen to me, I will give you the benefit of doing this prayer. I will teach you the method. And when you do it, you will too will become empowered. And you will be able to see your desires granted. Sri Ram says, Narad Muni, please do me the favor and teach me what I need to know. I am deficient. Sri Ram says, verse 18 of chapter 30, book 3, I am deficient in terms of my knowledge of mother. I know of mother. As a Kshatri, we do Raatri, Kali Puja in Ayodhya. They would offer till today, they do goddess worship. But I don't know about the now Raatri, what is to be done, what is not to be done. Could you imagine Sri Ram is young? In the days when Dashrath was king, Daddy would have done all the prayers. When they're blessing the sword edge, when they're blessing the crown, the gold, dear God bless me to win. Daddy is in charge, he's doing it. But now the young man has to do it himself. Please teach me what to do. You're going to fast for 9 nights. You're going to sleep on the ground. You are going to mentally whisper the mantra. There are different modes of saying prayer. Guru mantra is manas, only mental. This type of prayer, whisper, Shivratri night, whisper Om Namah Shiva. It's very soft, but it comes out of the person. When we're doing normal puja, Shri loud, Shri Guru, for different purpose, different mood. He guided him how to sit with the foot, Sukh Asana. Sukh Asana, throw the heel on top the person. Allow this posture so that Sukh means happiness. Happiness is coming when the person takes the correct posture when they're doing prayer. Prepare what we don't talk about with the kalash, the coconut. Get all the material which we know. And you're doing jap, you're doing havan, and you are going to progress every night, worshiping Mother until the Vijay Dashmi day. Not the 9th day, the 10th day, when you will close off your worship. Sri Ram is listening. Could you imagine me and you making a list? Baba, tell me what to get for the prayers. But what Baba is talking about here, how to say the prayers, how to think when you're saying the prayers, not only what color to put on or what recipe to follow. Sometimes we only focus on those things. But the hands that hold in the prasad, that deficient. And if you want to get your prayer correct, you have to fix you first. He says when Vishnu, in the creation discourse in Devi Bhagwat, when Vishnu, Shiva and Brahma are firstly created, Brahma did not know what a tree looks like, what an ocean looks like. There was darkness, space, and water everywhere. There was no planet. There was no landmass. There was no race of human, animal, nothing. He lacked the inspiration on how to build the creation. And the three of them fast for Navratri. In this one, the Chitra, the Chaitra. And they pray to Mother using things like the white mother. Those things were created for this purpose. And Mother in the form of Bhuvaneshwari gives them the initiative. She shows him like a TV. This is a tree, son, make this. This is a planet, make this. And she shows them. If you ever see right now in all your social media, you're seeing Mother and you're seeing a baby Shiva, a baby Brahma, a baby Vishnu around her. This is that moment where she takes them like children and she shows them what to do. Oh Sri Ram, when they needed help, they did this procedure called the Navratri Vrat. When the Vishwamitra, when Kashyap had marital problems, When Brihaspati's wife was kidnapped, Tara Devi, all of them had different problems. All these men would go and sit down and chant prayers for thousands of years. And different Rakshas would come and interfere with the lady, thief the lady, kidnap the lady, insult the lady. But to save their wife, to protect their home, they all worship the mother. That when the person as the husband puts the tilak for the wife, may your integrity, may your being, may you be treated with respect. When all the different forms of demons came in Lord Vishnu's life, when Tripura, when we call Lord Shiva Tripurari, Parvati Mata puts a tikka for her husband, you go and you win. When Vrita comes to fight Indra, Indrani puts that tikka that came. Imagine we have a little katura and we put in sindur for mother, we put in kumkum for mother, we put in it, and after from the murti, you take from her hawan, you take the ash, you take the sindur and she put it for the husband and she says, you are going to win today. From the prayer, discharged with all the Shakti of mother, sit on this person and lift their energy. Allow them to win. Sri Ram, these are examples of how when problems come, because problems are going to come, for the great people, the heavenly bodies, these great souls, great munis, these people, great warriors like Indra, people who give people blessing, they had problems. And mother was the one, she was the commonality in all instances. She helped all of them. Listening to the words, he says, but Narad Muni, where I am, where's my Guru Garg Muni? He's not here. Vashish Muni, he's not here. Who will do this prayer? He says, I am obligated because of the Shra. I have a part to play in this Leela. I will sit as your Pandit and I will jagawe. I will repeat. I will awaken the strength and the mantra for you. I will say the prayer. I will do that favor for you. Make all preparations and let us do it. Let us do the Vrat in the month of Ashram. That is the later one in the year. In that month, Sri Ram did the now Raatri Vrat. Let's hear what happened in this slope. Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram. Everybody.
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
विधि में वृकति ब्राह्मणा ये तम कुरुमं व्याति श्राद्धये आतौ पूजन्ये नवरात्रि ये देवी भवानी ये तम उपविश्यातम सीता राम राम राम
Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram, Sita Ram Ram Ram.
collecting all the flowers. He remains calm. He remains calm. He's not crying. He's composed. He goes and he gets his ingredients. There's no lapsian sohari in the forest, but it had the fruits that were growing on the trees. He goes and he harvests those fruits. When you go to pray and you see people sharing fruit juice, that is the applicable offering. Because of the health, local wood, mar, the vitamins, the minerals in it. Mother, go into this person, be absorbed and help them. Give them health, give them the strength, give them the energy to do all that they have to do. He went and he got all the fruits and he did her worship. All he has on his chest, the janev. Sri Ram is sitting and listening to Narad Muni chant all the prayer one after the other. No more pain, no more distraction. Sita Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Come on, everybody, help me sing tonight. We're nearly finished.
Sita Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Mahabahu Trishtaye Atav Vachana Vrate Visargya Karmpal Yagya Yetam Manasa Shrishtam Narayana Ye Bhuya Bhuyatam Sita Ram Ram Ram
Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Ram
Sita Ram, Ram Ram.
Ram Siyapati Ramachandra ki Jai. When the Yagya, last time we talked about what is Yagya. And Sri Ram does this yag in the middle of the wilderness. No facility, no fans, no tents, no sense of comfort. But in that place, sitting flat on the ground, with very little assistance from any type of technology, this prayer is done with a total giving, purity, pure mind, pure body. If somebody says pure body, let me just go over this one. If somebody says Sri Ram slept on the floor, why would that be important? For the elders here, when we have Yagya, the appropriate place to sleep for some, like let me just say, when we were small, we were in Hindustan temple, we used to sleep in the temple. But nowadays, people would say, well, we have so much a nice bed and the mattress comfortable. Where we doing that for a long time? But there's a reason behind it. Whether you're married or what, let's say the married person. The person wants to be fasting even when they are sleeping. I'm doing my prayer. In this case, Sri Ram sleeps in the forest floor. He did not build a shed. He did not tell Lakshman, as he did in different places, make a bed of grass. He didn't do that. He slept on the ground. And the reason for it is this. You're going to get rest, physical rest. But in the different stages of sleep, I am not going to get to dream. I'm not going to see myself break my fast, whether in a lustful way for the opposite sex or in a way for fresh or something like liquor or whatsoever. Now the person sleeps, but they are so little uncomfortable, they cannot slip into a rapid eye movement sleep. And in our prayer, this was practiced because of that. The person sleeps, whether in the Yagyashala like here, so where the puja being done, here we used to go and sleep by the bedi. And this is why. There were practical reasons because of all the food stuff. Sometimes you had to feed bandit as well. So that was another reason for some. But the truth is, when the person is fasting, they are trying whilst they're sleeping now. What I can't get in the day, I don't want to dream it. And for this reason, in this example of preparing yourself when you have prayer, if we do it when we have the 10 days and we have all this Shrad going on, all the different moments when the person have Bhagwat going on, they are fasting even in sleep. And I want the optimum prayer. I want the optimum blessing, from my prayer. So I'm not going to allow my own mind to contaminate this prayer. So it was a way, and it is done, to control yourself. This is why it was done in those times, and it continues today. Sri Ram maintained that purity. Got up early, bath, do the next day prayer, and so he went. There weren't many people for him to feed. So the little fruits that were offered or remained from the prayer, the prasad, he took it and he would feed birds. When? For this reason till today. Before him, before this example, and after. When we have Shrad, when we have Yag, when we have different Gra Puja, go and feed birds. One share of the food when you're taking out food, just go to feed, whether you call them chicken, bird, pet, whatever, bird life. That type of life, feed that and you will get certain type of blessing. Feed all forms of life. Feed everybody with that love and respect and you will be able to get the blessing. After doing this Vrat, in the most purified way, in the best way. Not only external offerings. The ghee must come from the cow, Baba. We must use vegetable ghee. I want to have the old tarrier my mother used, and we shine it, Baba. Good, very good. Everything good. But what about you? Are we shining this tarrier? And this is what this is calling for. Sri Ram took the effort to do it, and on the Vijay Dashmi day, Adi Shakti Mata appears. Kulista, or the name of the lion for mother in Vaman Puran, is given as Kulista. He's roaring and he wakes up Sri Ram. Imagine mother appear, and Sri Ram is so lost in his mantra that he did not realize mother, God appear in front of him. So when the lion roar now, he jump. And she says, I am happy with your prayer. But why are you doing all of this? You know fully well that Janani, Janki, is born to bring an end to that unrighteous Ravan. He is coming from a Brahman family. He's supposed to be so pure and uplifting, but he is the example of contamination. And for this reason, even you have taken avatar again. You did it in previous form, and she goes through all the different incarnation he had gone through. When Prahalad is in trouble, when Alahadad, Sutta, the brothers, when they are in trouble, you come to save them in that form called nursing. But now you come in this way, very meek, very mild, but inside of you, O Kshatri, there's a lion. And you are about to destroy him. You are going to use your weaponry, and this Leela is going to take hold. You have to hold on to the army of Vanar, and when they roar, when they scream, my energy will be with them. When the flags of the Raghu dynasty are raised on the shores of Lanka, I will be there with you. Your battle is already won. But this, what you are doing, you are playing out the Leela. That because of Narad's pronouncement, you had to do it. But go, know that my blessing is with you, and you will surely get back Sita Mata. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. You furthermore will reign on that throne for 11,000 years. You will live to see your son, your granddaughter Hema. You will live to see the children of Lakshman and Satrahan separate the city. She told him everything that was to come. You will live to see all of them marry, settle. You will live to see that. But Janki will not be there. She will not stay around to witness these things. But you will get to see it. Go and get ready for your war, Ramchandra. Go and get ready. You will win. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki jai. Narad sat there and he cried because of his corruption. Look at how much he had caused. He's so conflicted that he's happy to see the Leela on one hand of Lord Vishnu personally do the prayer, all of this. But then he caused, in retrospect, the tears that came from Mahavishnu. Because of my weakness as a devotee, because of my own weakness, look at the power of a devotee, that when you say something, those words come to pass. You know what? Maybe I should watch when I'm talking, what I'm saying, what I'm telling people. When I'm a praying person, I need to be careful with what is coming from my mouth. Sri Ram, blessed is the person who learns that. Because when you hurt people like that, when you hurt people and they are out of control and they don't have that equilibrium, they don't have that control, they become dangerous. And the person can go from being a blessing to being a burden very quickly. To the people, to the family, to the loved ones, the near ones, even the God is affected by their words and their deeds and their pronouncement, such as Narad. But if a person should worship Mother, O Jan Vijay, in this way, following the tenets of the Raatri Vrat, offering all that we've talked about, such as the bay leaf, there are other ones such as Shami leaf, there is Neeb leaf, today is Katyayani. If you watch the pictures that they're sending, Katyayani. Katyayani, another name for her is Sheetal. You know some of her puja. Do you remember when you get, how you call it, measles or chicken pox, where you have the little breakout? You know, long ago, our people had a practice, don't chunky anything in the house. the skin, something about the skin is going to break out more. It's going to scratch more. It's going to react more. They used to take the ghee and pass it to shanty somebody. Sheetal, if you ever hear a girl named Sheetal Devi, the same Katyayani, the same sixth form of Durga, means translate into coolness. She is the one who cools the person who has the rash, the emphysema, the different plagues or sickness, fever. When we had, how you call it, the pandemic, she is the one we pray to when everybody is getting sick. She is the one when people used to do Panchauti Yagya, when people used to do village Yagya. Gram Puja, by the entrance to the village where it is put the flags, stand up to protect the village. Dear God, you stand over and protect this village. She was the one they used to call there, please protect this area. When you see somebody use neem leaf have when antifungal tendencies, so people who have different breakouts in their skin, different things happen, they mash it up till today. That's why it is here, all them Vico people with neem leaf and neem oil and neem soap and whatsoever. Because of the potency of it, they use it there, but we use it in prayers for the same thing. This is where if you go to a Shakti temple and you see they take a big bunch of neem leaf and they start to jar it from a side. Mother Sheetal, take off the trouble, cool down this person's body, remove the fever, remove the sickness. In her hand, if you ever see the picture with the broom, coquet broom, growing up, you ever hear somebody say, don't turn down the broom? In her hand, it is upside down. Not like if I'm having it sort of sweep. It's like this. So this right side up then is how she has it. So the person leaves it, so some mother comes there. It's like a murti then. And this is where when Sham jarring the children and you see they using the broomstick and the whole measurement, the mantra, you're asking that lady who used this to remove the sickness and the fever and the trouble and all this, pull it off the person. They are feeling ill. Take it off the person. That is the relevance with the broomstick. Think what I'm saying? Broomstick and this prayer method that you're asking, I have prayer. Think what the person is doing in jarring. I say my prayer, so I'm charged like a battery. And I'm taking this element, whether you use an arahu flowers or you use a peacock feather, or in this example, the broomstick, and take off the negative, the sickness, cool down the fever, bring back the child fever so high, the bawling in the night, what to do? Doctor would not say what wrong, but let the person jar. And somehow behavior starts to normalize. These things that we practice is rooted in the goddess. And this is just one example. When the person does her worship, this is what you're praying for. Tonight, this is why we did prayers tonight. Mother, if sickness is to come, remember Raatri going on now, but I don't know what's going to happen next week. If sickness, if fever, if infection, if fungal infection, any type of outbreak going to happen, Mother, you in charge. You remain here. Mother, stand here, please. And take away all the trouble. Take away all the sickness via your mantra, via your form, your murti, even if it's just the broom. This is why old people never leave that broom down so. They always left it up. It was as if mother is holding it like a bouquet and she's there, keeping your home cool, healthy and safe. When a person understands this Janvijay, and they, like these examples, like Sri Ram, they follow the tenets, but don't think, oh, well, I know everything, I know it, I know about that, I know about this. And you get it in your head, you know it all, like Narad, then you could become lost. Then you could become, by that same lady, going through a lila of hardship to learn a lesson. Like Sri Ram crying one day, and then one day I had to do that prayer to fix myself. Blessed is the person that could listen. Everybody put your hand together. Blessed is the person that could listen to this holy discourse as we end the book 3 of the Devi Bhagwat. This is the last chapter. That the person who hears with devotion, with faith, with that belief that when I go to Mother, Mother is going to help me. She's going to extend herself to me. And it will come in the form of healing. No sickness is too great for the goddess to heal and help. Nothing is beyond her reach. When a person has that type of thinking, happiness is going to follow them in this world and in the hereafter. No matter what problem, the person who has true faith will stand the storm and they will succeed. The winds will pass them, the waters will pass them, the sickness will pass them, and they will survive. Blessed further is the person who allows their loved ones, their relatives, their neighbors, their enemies to listen to these words of Sri Ram doing worship in the Srimad Devi Bhagwat Puran, where Mother is the Brahman, the energy that allows everything in this world. By allowing people to hear this, allowing it to penetrate their body, to manifest in their life, the individual who does this type of seva for other people, they will not expect blessings to come. They will not see where blessings will come. But when death is coming, when sickness is coming, when tragedy, when crisis is coming, Mother, without warning, she will save that person. Just as Lord Vishnu saves Narad before he could even ask for saving, before he knew he was in trouble, before he realizes that he is his own enemy, Mother will put things in place to save you from yourself. Srimad Bhagwat Tula Ye Natati Kripa Kripa Rani He Durgatam. Srimad Bhagwat Ye Na Karampal Ye Durga Durga Durgati Yate. Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Sita Ram Ram Sita Ram 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 Ram Ram. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. At this point, I want to take a pause as we would invite our host in a little bit to say a few words before we reach to that time. And now, after we finish that, a special saxophone there for we. Jenna was a good girl and she assisted her mom very much and dad very much. And I want to tell you in front of everybody, I'm very proud of you. Doing a yagna is not a little thing. It's a lot of work and you did well. Everybody please give her a little clap. Thank you for all your help. And I know that by the end of this yagna you could make chana and aloo very good and I look forward to it. Prem se bolo Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Let's share the mic with Andy now. Alright, and the only thing you had to be mindful with that mic and them speaker. So if you want to come on the stage, just to stay away from the box, it will sing off. Right, yeah, good. Move that tray, Sachin. Right. Sit down.
You have interpreted and delivered your messages with such devotion and power, which has awakened the energies within us in the audience. I am sure everyone felt the goosebumps every to live by as a Hindu, to overcome obstacles, and to live as we were meant to. Your choice of Katha uplifted and gave hope and inspiration for us all to strive to be better human beings. Since we moved here 3 years ago, you have welcomed us into this village, your temple, your home, with such love and kindness. You and Priya have become people we look up to. I could say so much more, but I was told to make it short. So Pandit Ji and Priya Ji, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for uplifting us in Dharma. I will now pass you to Andy.
Sitaram, everybody.
Sitaram.
I don't know how I'm going to top that, but I'm going to try. I'd like to thank Baba for making me feel so welcome into the village, speaking to him on a personal level at anything on my mind, anything that is bothering me. I would like to thank Priya because I know that you are the backbone behind Keshava Gosine and company. To Mr. Narad Maharaj, thank you for devoting your time and rendering your soul's sounds of the Basuri. To Nandi, the family, you have treated us like family for day one. You never hesitated to assist us whenever we needed help, even though when you were busy. Thank you, Sham, for devoting your time and blessing us with your divine sounds of the keyboard. To the group on stage, Sachin, Navin, Dia, Darius, Ashti, Vishal, thank you for blessing us with all your talent. The beautiful ambience was created by Sweet Temptation. This is run by Darius and company. Thank you. For everyone who helped us, my dedicated neighbors, friends, and family who assisted us tirelessly over the past week and making this event a success. Thank you for tolerating me, my bossiness for the past week in the kitchen. Sorry about that. Especially invited guests, thank you all for giving us the time, for giving up your time to spend with us. I hope that you could remember and practice at least one of Baba's teaching here. I'm just looking for one person in the audience. To my in-laws, I would like to express my gratitude for instilling good values into Vindra, aka Asha. To my mother and father, thank you for everything that you have done for me. You have made me to in the person who I am today.
Last but most importantly, thank you, Mother Durga, for blessing us with this amazing opportunity to have worship you in this way. I'm very emotional. Sorry about that. My beautiful Divine Mother has blessed us with life, health, and happiness beyond our expectations, and for that, we would forever be thankful and grateful. I love you, Mother Durga.
Sitaram.
Sitaram. Get up, man.
So we have, as Baba mentioned earlier in Katha today, in terms of eating different fruits and things. So we have a punch that we prepared, and hope you.
This is for anyone who has allergies. The punch has watermelon, pawpaw, cucumbers, grapes, apples, banana, dragon fruit, pineapple, and oranges. So if you have any allergies, I don't recommend you have it. Thank you.
It's songing good.
I hope it's tasting good as well. Thank you very much.
All right, let's give them a round of applause. Whenever we have moments like this where we could come together as I was telling, I believe it was Vindra Mami, when we get to come together as a family like this, all family, we don't get to see each other. We don't make time. This one sick, that one have to do this, that, and the other, and we miss each other. But too often nowadays, we only get to meet for funeral. We see each other then in that kind of setting, that kind of prayer. So it was nice to see and hear and see the laughter in the family. Continue to keep up that. The jug finishing, but we continue with that example because we live at a distance from the family now. But we still have to maintain those bonds, the respect that it also enables. Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Let's join together with Narendra as he's going to give us an instrumental on the saxophone. When we said we were doing the Yagna with Andy and family, Nar works in Port of Spain. He's no stranger. Everybody sees him performing. And to inspire Jenna, because Jenna is in my music class at the Ashram, but I sometimes see Jenna and then I don't see Jenna. I thought I would invite him to join with me for her benefit, that you could play any instrument, satsang, otherwise, and it sounds so beautiful. Everybody, let's join with him as we do this item before we do art. Everybody, let's give him a round of applause. Wonderful. Thank you, Nari. Everybody, as we've come to the end, as we bring an end to our reading, I hope you have learned something. I hope you remember a little more about your Durga. And when you get the opportunity, just as Shri Ram did, to do it the right way. And God bless you. Her protection will be with you. Shri Adi Shakti Mata Ki Jai. Everybody, let's all stand as we get ready to do short arati. As they get their tali, put your hands together. Ladies, cover your hair. And just as part of our prayer tonight, Mother, I thank you. In a very personal way, I thank you for the opportunity to have been in the company of good people doing godly things. In whichever role you gave me, in whichever capacity, I thank you for the opportunity to have served you. May you bless me in my life. Sajam cha vardi sanyuktam grahina yojitam mayam Deepam grihana devesham Trailokya timirapaham. Let's sing together, everybody. One last time tonight. O suno meri Devi Parvatavasini tera parana paya Tera parana paya. Everybody, let's sing together. Now listen to my prayer. Oh, suno meri Devi Parvatavasini Tera parana paya Tera parana paya. पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया ले तेरे भेंट चढ़ाया। ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया। ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे ब्रह्मा वेद बने तेरे द्वारे। शंकर ध्यान लगाया शंकर ध्यान लगाया। ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया। ज्ञान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे ध्यान भगत में तेरी गुण गावे। मन वांछित फल पाया मन वांछित फल पाया। ओ सुनो मेरी देवी पर्वतवासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया। दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ दुर्गे 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 जय जय माँ। करुणा सागर माँ करुणा सागर माँ काली कपाली माँ काली कपाली माँ जगदोधायिनी माँ जगदोधायिनी माँ। महाअम्बे जय जय माँ महाअम्बे जय जय माँ। महाषष्ठी Do it again. Do it again. Jai Jai Ma. As we stand with our hands together, pray for victory over the sadness, the sickness, the lack of happiness and prosperity in your life. Say this prayer. Shiva Hare, Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu. If you know it, say it with me. Trividata Anivarana He Vibhu Ajajanishwar Yadav Pahi Mam.
Shiva Hari Vijayam Kuru Me Varam.
Kamalalochana Ramadayamidhi.
Adha Guru Gajarakshaka Gopati.
Shivatano Bhava Shankara Pahi Mam. Everybody.
Shiva Hari Vijayam Kuru Me Varam.
Sujana Ranjana Mangala Mandiram.
Bhajati Te Purusha Paramam Param.
Bhavati Tasya Sukham Paramam Bhutam.
Shiva Hari Vijayam Kuru Me Varam.
Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam. Shiva Hare.
Vijayam Kuru Me Varam.
Think of Lord Krishna as a family. Say a prayer as we chant verses of the Mahatyam, Gita Mahatyam. Tomorrow night we're not going to be at this residence. Tomorrow night we're not going to be making and cooking and hustling. Tomorrow morning we're not going to be getting up and meeting again. This yagya, O Krishna, is concluding. The prayer is coming to an end. And as we separate with you. As we conclude with you. Dear God, the day we finish our Vrat, our prayer, and we go back to normal schedule, normal lifestyle, normal diet, don't let bad happen. We end with your grace. We ask you for the benefit and the benediction to conclude our prayer. Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate kirim Yat kripa tamaham vande Paramanandam Madhavam. Gita Ganga cha Gayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahma Valdi Trisandhya Mukta Gehini Arthamata Chirananda Bhav Agni Bhay Nashani Vedatraya Parananta Tattvarata Yan Namanjari. Dear Lord, as we all, from my family, from your family, the individual family, the neighbors, different families, similar surname as Andy and Asha, we ask you for your choices, blessing. What these fancy words mean? The first mantra says, you are the one who can take a speck of dust and turn it into a mountain. You are the one that can take a mountain and reduce it to a speck of dust. I bow to you. In that Gita Ganga mantra, the person is calling the 18 names of the chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. I bow to you again and again. May your benediction, may your blessing, may your protection walk with me when I leave this place. When the Yagya Shala by your blessing is going to be broken, all the tent, all the decoration has to be dismantled. Allow it to happen with your grace. Allow us to return to our normal schedule. By your grace, may you allow it so, O Krishna. Om Namo. Everybody, this is for all of us. Lift your voice.
Vasudevaya.
One more time. Om Namo.
Bhagavate
Mata. Everybody.
Cha Pita Tvameva.
Tvameva Bandhuscha.
Sakha Tvameva.
Tvameva Vidya.
Dravinam Tvameva.
Tvameva Sarvam.
Mama Deva Deva.
Tvameva Sarvam.
Mama Deva Deva.
Together. Om Shanti. Everybody. Shanti. Shanti. Hari. Om. Let's lift our voices together. Prem Sabaloma Pati Mahadeva ki. Pavana Putra Hanuman ki Jai. Shri Adi Shakti Mata ki Jai. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki Jai. Jai Jai Sitaram. Sitaram everybody. Sitaram everybody. Please have your seat. Our